Okay, so happy Sunday. This is the Wrath of the Righteous campaign. This particular playthrough is... Wow, we're up to 28 hours already, almost 29 hours. That was quick too. That was a quick day. Anyway, this is the end of the first major fight of Act 1. We get your access to your first mythic power set. We'll go through those here in a second after we go through our cast of characters. So this is Gimpy, the Arcanist. He is our main character for this playthrough. You stay in the good route. Ultimate goal being gonna go the Azada mythic path when it becomes available to us. Fingers crossed. And then Gold Dragon after that, which we won't see until approximately Act 5 or so. But meantime, we have to go through Azada, and hopefully everything goes well. Anyway, main character. And then we have, in this particular party, we're doing 4 mercenary characters, which are non-story characters, and we're leaving our 6th slot open for story characters. In this case, it's currently Sela. She's also our main tank. So when she's not around, we might have a problem, or we may have to just switch one of our mercenaries out as necessary. We'll see. But anyway, Sela is our main tank as a paladin of Iomedae. Then we have Veronica, our first mercenary. She is a lawful neutral human blood kineticist, meaning that she throws water and blood around to make people go away. That's what she does. Then we have Scout. Scout is a neutral good tiefling wind whisperer, which is a shaman. Her main job in the party is to do healing and buffs. That's her main job. Then we have Rocket. Rocket is chaotic neutral kitsune shadow shaman. Shaman, of course. Why shadow shaman? Because shadow shamans get sneak attack damage, and that's what we wanted. He's going to be mainly a melee type damage dealer, doing some buffing and some healing as necessary. Kind of a utility type character, but his main focus is supposed to be doing melee damage. So that's his path for now. And Kitsunes are basically werewolves. Well, not werewolves, werefoxes. They're foxes that... Fox humanoids that can transform back and forth between humanoid and a dog or fox-like humanoid type creature. Rocket will be obviously in fox mode all the time. And then last but not least, Mickey, our other kitsune. He is a lawful good deliverer, which is a slayer. Subclass. Deliverers, their main claim to fame is when they start doing damage. Once they reach level 10, they start doing extra damage to anything that is their alignment is 2 spaces away from whatever their alignment is. In this case, Mickey is lawful good, and the easiest way to see it is this chart. This is where Mickey's alignment is. So anybody that is 2 spaces away, so basically lawful evil, all this lower portion here, anything we fight with this alignment, he's going to do extra damage to. And he gets some other special stuff too that comes to play sometimes. So basically his job is to do focused on a bow. So his job is to do ranged physical damage. And lots of it, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Anyway, so there's our cast of characters. And then at the end of the stream on Thursday, we finished this particular fight against one of the main bad guys, Monago, and her friends, the other demons. This is a ward stone. This is where basically the story is these ward stones are up throughout the world to protect the world from demon invaders type deal. That's why they're called ward stones. And inside the ward stone are angels, and they are basically doing all the hard work. Well, in this particular ward stone, this was corrupted, and which means some of the angels inside the ward stone were corrupted, and they started fighting each other. And our job was to basically stop that. We did. And then Monongo and her friends came in going, what the hell? And so we started fighting them, and then we get infused with this mythic power, basically. And we end up kicking her butt. She runs away, and we'll see her later on in the story, more than likely. No, we will. We'll see her, a lot of her, actually. And so that's where we are. But after the fight, we get our first mythic ability for our mythic path. Currently not one, but click on that. So mythic hero, angel, Azada, or demon. So these are going to be the paths available to us, as far as we know. But right now we were just a regular mythic hero. Capable of amazing feats of courage in the face of overwhelming odds. In spite of this, they're still similar in many ways to other adventurers. They have hit points, an armor class, and saving throws, and most of their statistics are comparable to non-mythic characters of an equal level. Our mythic characters differ and blah blah blah. So basically, we'll be able to start choosing from the other three once I think we get up to mythic level 3, if I remember right. So I think that's how it works. But our first ascension. So everybody gets to pick this stuff. So a bit of fun. Close to the abyss, close to the heavens. Dance macabre, force reality, instrument of freedom. Draw their power from the law, mythic characters that draw their power from law gain an ability to force reality upon the enemies around. Every enemy in a 30-foot radius around the mythic character is a target of greater dispel effect, affecting only abilities of the illusion skill. On the second rank, he has the ability to fix hindering abnormalities in his allies. One ally in close range is target to greater dispel affect all negative effects. Cast level these abilities, blah blah blah. Okay. So basically we're going the good route. Close to the heavens. So this is good. Ray of Heavenly Light. Target an ally or a foe within 50 feet as a ranged touch attack. It heals allies for 46 plus 2d6 per mythic rank. Or it does damage. 2 enemies, of course. Those characters can use this ability 3 times per day plus 1 extra time per rank. On the second rank, those characters become closer to angels, gaining resist acid, resist cold, and immunity to petrification. So that's Heaven's Breath. So that's the heal and stuff. So the question is, we want to do this one or that one. The dispel is nice. Greater dispel effect, affecting only abilities of. See, that's the bummer part there. Only illusion, so that's going to be like greater invisibility, that kind of stuff. Fix hindering abnormalities, affecting all negative effects. So that could be useful too. I don't know. It's just this. The illusion one. The illusion one. Epic damage reduction. So your mythic powers allows you to bypass damage reduction. Okay, whatever. So that's it. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to affect us in progression. That's the big thing. Oh. Summon a wood golem. Summons a wood golem for 1 minute. Hard to kill, you don't die. That's at rank 2. If we do that one. Close to the heavens, so that's the heal. That's resist acid and cold. That might be helpful. Still get hard to kill. Summon a spirit of the paladin. Spirit paladin for 1 minute. Who's the other one? A wood golem. And what's freedom of movement? Freedom of movement. Freedom gain, ability to unleash a bolt of energy from Elysium itself, targeting an ally or a foe within 50 feet. Deals damage to enemies. So used on allies. Instead the bolt charges their attacks with weapons for +2 or 2+ mythic ranks rounds. Companions with weapons deal an additional 2d6 points of holy damage on hit and count as good for the purpose of bypassing damage reduction. Those characters can use this ability 3 times per day +1 per mythic rank. So summon the Zada for 1 minute. Mythic feat, Freedom's Child. Zadas that live in Elysium. Yeah, gain and resist electricity 20 and plus 4 bonus saving throws against mind affecting effects. Ugh. I don't know. Hey, Capture, welcome back. I don't know. I think we're gonna go this route though. A little bit of healing, a little bit of damage. Yeah, we'll go close to the heavens. Okay, so this abundant casting. So this is our first mythic ability. Dun, dun, where's the one? Enduring spells. This is the big one. So, learn to prolong the effect of your spells. Effects of your spells on your allies that last longer than an hour, but shorter than 24 hours now last 24. That's not the big one. It's the next one, the greater enduring spells, which is anything that any buff that lasts 5 minutes or longer lasts 24 hours. So we're going to go that route first. We're going to be doing that for anybody who does buffing spells, just so we're clear.
A bright future awaits us.
And everybody gets one of these for now. She doesn't get the special choice, she just gets one of these abilities. And again, we're going to do the Enduring, because Paladins do buffs on themselves, which should work, right? I hope.
Adventures await.
And Veronica, she does not do buffs. She doesn't do any casting. She's a kineticist. Ascendant Element. None of those really apply to her, because she's doing physical damage, which none of those are. She doesn't summon, battle meditation, jokes, healing she doesn't really do. Natural attack she doesn't have. Distracted shots. Your range weapon is actually dangerous enough. I wonder if that applies to hers. Elemental barrage. No. Yeah, spells don't do that. Attack of opportunity. Not really. Okay, I wonder if hers count as ranged attacks. I think they would. Inspirational litter. And then kinetic overcharge. Here we go. Use your mixed powers to fuel kineticist abilities. Gather power ability now reduces the burn cost of the kineticist blast by 1 additional burn point. Definitely take a look at that. That's only one level too. Over infused blasts. You can simultaneously apply 2 substance infusions to your kinetic blast. Hey Z, welcome to the stream. Worry about that one later. Okay, should be good.
Friendship lasts forever.
And Scout. She's going to pick up the Enduring as well. Said anybody that can buff is picking up Enduring. So that is just way too useful. There's no reason not to get it this early on. Because that just means we get the upgrade that much sooner.
One way or the other.
Now Mickey. Mickey is not a buffer, he is damage dealer. Range damage dealer, so leaving shot. Each time you critical damage with your ranged weapon attack or reduce target to 0 hit points, you deal weapon damage to all other enemies at 10-foot radius. Maybe. Distracting shots. And forget about melee threats. If you hit an enemy with a ranged attack weapon, they receive a penalty to AC equal to half of your mythic rank for 1 round. Or there's another one in here too. Every time you miss an enemy with a ranged weapon attack, your aim improves. Let's do that one first. Okay. Okay, that's that. Okay, so stuff. Burning City. Avarice has been reduced to flaming ruins. Returned to the Allies with a strange victory, one that delivered more questions than answers. What happened in that instance when the Lord Stone flashed brighter than the sun? What did that flash presage for the hero, for the city, and for the world? The truth of this will be revealed in due course, but for now it is time to rejoin the Allies and tell them of the victory. So that's what we need to do. And this is the way out. Question is, what can we... kind of heavy. We're going to be a little overloaded if we take too much stuff. We're currently overloaded. Okay, so... Ascending. Leather armor, we don't need you. Here's shield, we don't need you. Okay, now we're back down to heavy. We can live with that. 8 hours.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyNee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back.
Whoa,
Thank you for watching.
packed. And you considered mixing this little shindig, Beth?
I did consider it, and I am still considering it. It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Canabras. And we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate. And he deserves to be honored for saving the city and possibly all of Mendov.
It's one hell of a fight. We did it together. If you want to get more praise on me, don't hold back. We did it together.
But someone did more than the rest of us. Don't deny your achievements. There will always be plenty of miserable folk only too happy to tear you down.
According to the Watch reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Canabras. I get the feeling the fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are. What happened in the garrison, what you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene.
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today.
All right, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
It's simply unforgivable.
Comes a cheerful voice of someone sitting at the far corner of the table.
While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomade herself. And it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans. And I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, read on this for me. For good luck.
We all need the luck we can get.
Nice. I'll put it on display at home. Or maybe I'll make a hole in it and wear it as a pendant.
Nevi! What are you on about now?
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomade herself?
Well, a couple perhaps.
So it's the same Earthworm voice that joined in before.
Iomade's blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't.
Airbeth looks at the end of the table where the voice originated, and her voice widened as her words trail off.
I feel a little chastened after after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone and also wish to ask our hero to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine establishment?
The woman dressed in an unshowy finery raises her eyebrows.
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendev.
Okay, it's an honor, Your Majesty. So, again, we're trying to stay lawful because we start off initial good.
And for me also. So, this is what he looks like. The one all Mendev is talking about. News of your deeds reached me even before my messengers could.
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arrange.
Happy New Year. Have a good strim. Off to do chores and work on projects.
And Kriegs, thank you very much. Happy New Year. Thank you very much for the Tier 1 sub for 55 months. Those don't know, Kriegs is the longest streak of the subs here. So 55 months is as long as you can get. Can't get any longer than 55 months because it's longer been affiliated. So thank you very much, Kriegs, for the continued support. Happy New Year. There's your rockets and Mickeys of recognition. Much appreciated. Have a good day. Have fun doing your projects. And Happy New Year, everybody.
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored hero here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Canabris will enjoy themselves today. And my reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
Yeah, you too, Creeks. Yeah, it's a chilly day here in Southern California. It's like 60 some odd degrees. Like I said earlier in the stream, it's springtime here already. Because we've experienced our winter. 18? Well, that's a little bit warmer than what you said. Oh yeah, 20 degrees, so. That's a little chilly. We don't get that cold here. How do you join our celebration? We all need to get some rest. We're here celebrating while the demons might be planning their next campaign.
Please, don't Your Majesty me. We are in a tavern, not my court in Nerosian. Address me as you would any comrade in arms. Concerning the celebration, as you can see, I already invited myself. I couldn't pass up the chance to meet the new hero all the Crusaders are talking about. And soon, not just Crusaders.
So random demons might be planning, we need to get some rest.
Because grand new deeds lie ahead, yes?
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
Count, I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Daskari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Canabris' crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen, and of how these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack, and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night.
I value your dedication. And your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Kionin and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now allow me to devote some time to the hero of the evening. I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate, but all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big plans for all of you, especially for you. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the hero of Canabris. Now, what are we drinking?
Water.
The fires of Canabris have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
Okay, so this is the official start of Act 2. And this is where a new portion of the game starts too, as well. Get to actually start moving around on the bigger map and managing a little army, doing other stuff. Is that him next to Irabeth, the hero who saved Canabris? The queen is coming. The queen. Everybody kneels like morons.
Warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Canabris. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Godfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the 5th Crusade. And I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss. The hero of Canabris, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. Your leader from now unto victory or death.
Or death.
And now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed. There, the troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
We. Commander, please allow me to join you while you inspect our encampment. No. Oh, leveled up. Didn't realize we were that close to leveling up now. Okay, so welcome to level 6. Level 6 Arcanist for Gimpy. Dun, dun. Okay, level 3 spells. Fireball. Or Battering Blast. What's Battering Blast? This sized ball of force resembling a spear of spikes. You succeed a ranged touch attack to strike your target. Damage per 2 caster levels. Maximum 5d6. Greater magic weapon. Haste. Okay, fireball and haste it is. Oh, and as an Arcanist, Gimpy is actually a wizard sorcerer hybrid, so he can actually learn spells off of scrolls. But he's learned all of the stuff that you can learn that we currently have. So that works. So next is Mickey. We'll stay on Slayer path. He's our athletic, stealth, and some perception person. combat style feat. Any shot. So first attack fires 2 arrows. If the first one hits, they both hit. Improve precise shot. Go mini shot first. So rocket stays with Shadow Shaman. Trickery, stealth. Actually doesn't need to do stealth. Actually kind of does. So, because he does get sneaky sometimes as far as so we have redundancy there, don't we? So he's 1 point higher than Mickey. Which is okay, because he does do sneaky stuff. Scout or Shaman. Level 3 for her. She doesn't need to get Cure Serious when she gets that automatically. Like Poison Communal. Veronica. Blood Kineticist. I think she gets Wild Talent. Okay. Kinetic Restoration. Cover 1 to 4 points of ability damage given to one of your physical ability scores. Only affects her though. This is familiar. Does she want a familiar? This will help, because that way, what this does is it, let's see, what's the water one? Blind Fight or Bull Rush? Yeah. The Restoration, so she doesn't have to worry about the restoration spells from other people. She can do it herself for the most part, at least for those. And Sela. She stays on Paladin Path. Dazed, diseased, shaken, sickened, staggered. Diseased. Yeah, spell books. That's right, Gimpy doesn't. Oh yeah, he does. So he knows some level 4 spells. So, which one should he memorize? So again, this is how it works. He basically gets to choose what spells he wants to memorize, and then he gets to use those spells so many times per day, like a sorcerer. Two. He needs more slots. So it's how many spells they get to pick, but it doesn't tell me how many slots they get. So it's supposed to tell you how many casts you get per day. Anyway, we Monkey doesn't get spells. Rocket does. Gets another second level spell. Another bark skin. I actually really need 2 currently. And False Life, then I'll have him a little bit. So that wasn't everything. Level 3. Oh, he already has the light poison. But Scout has it too. Throw that in there for now because Scout doesn't have access to that. Not yet. See, now hers tells her how many she has available per tape, but Gimpy's doesn't for whatever reason. Oh, look, she already has access to lightning. Oh, that's from her. Because of the type of shaman she is. See, cure, delay poison, lightning bolt now. Yeah, she doesn't do spells. Okay. Still want to know, like, how come we don't get to see how many casts you get? I guess it's telling us here. Except we're not rested. You get 6 2s. Sorry, 6 1s, 4 2s. Okay. First of all, we gotta sell stuff. Sir Garms. Show me what you have. It's all that stuff. Blocker, Great Axe, two-handed. We're not going to use that. Severed heads. I don't know where all these. I know where they're coming from, but we're going to use a scythe. I don't think we're using a scythe. Cold iron flail. No. No. Will of Light Burst. There's an extra 26 points of positive energy damage. Let's see if Seela can do anything with that. Radiance, of course, we want to keep. Worst after coercion. Hold on to that for now. Gold Iron Master Longsword. Abrupt Force, so one-handed scimitar. We're not going to use this. Malady. Bow of Code. Forks. What are you doing with forks? Coffee cup? That doesn't look like a coffee cup. Just point out that that looked nothing like a coffee cup. At least none that I've ever seen. So 18 grand. Longsword. Oh, we're not rich yet. Plus 2 confidence to AC, attack and damage rolls against flying enemies. Dawn of Life. Dun, dun. Amulet of Jousting. Yeah, we're okay for now. As far as all these drains go, we're just waiting to get our spells recycled, and we'll take care of those later. Okay. And there's lots of stuff laying around on the ground. Just have to find it. Let's go clockwise. So we'll start up here and loot all the stuff we can find. Go in here. Hear what's in here. Your chapel. Altar of Serenade. Desna. It's been sanctified. Iamade. Blah blah stuff. Dr. Torak. Rastel. Field medic. Cammy's in here. What's she doing in here? Look, another book. There we go. Should spell these. 30 pounds. You need to carry those around for us. It's an alchemist kit. Oh. Can't make potions. Should probably grab this one. Just grab the 4. Potions are good, right? Yeah, I'll grab that for now. Bonus to intelligence, blah stuff. Keep a pest control. DR5 against swarm attacks. Coin of protection. Swear the ability to grant any ally DR5 for 1 minute once per day. Combat ring. Oh, it's a good ring for rocket. Can't afford it though. Maybe later. No, diamond dust. Don't worry about that too much yet. Charisma, wisdom, power. A big selection of potions. Scrolls. I don't know how many scrolls we're going to be making. Scroll. For restoration stuff. Paralysis, restoration, lesser. So 700. Get those for now. Okay. Next. Soldier is talking loudly, laughing joyfully and passing around a flask, getting hammered. So picture this, my sword is by the fire. There's 2 goblins about to snatch it, and 3 more are digging through my tent. And I sat in the bushes wearing just my mail shirt, wondering what the blast to do. An old mercenary taught me about the mail shirt. You can't sleep in armor, but it's not so bad in mail once you get used to it. Too bad no one told me not to go into the bushes without my sword. So what did you do? What did I do? I barked like crazy. Goblins are afraid of dogs, you know. So they all went wild and started running around. I spot my sword, and they spot me. So I jump onto the fire, wearing nothing but my mail shirt, and I grab my sword and I yell in my big tough voice, "Oh, Inheritor, grant me the power to crush these filthy creatures." My sword's shining, the goblins are screaming. I jump to attack them, and they fight back. But I fought them off somehow. But ever since then, I never take a step without my weapon. Sela takes a sip from the flask. Haha, that's some story. Hey, stop gulping, leave some for us. We've only just set off, and you're already drinking, and with the queen in the camp, stop this at once. The knights quickly snap to attention. Sela raises the flask and says loudly, "Right you are, Commander Tearblade. We're but drinking to the queen's health." Sela, show some discipline. We'll take the lawful. Sela becomes serious and puts the flask away. "My apologies, Commander." "That's better. You're a paladin in an army, not a mercenary on a raiding party. Make sure you act like it." So you gotta keep Sela in her place, otherwise she gets all crazy. She forgets she's a paladin sometimes. Dun, dun, dun.
We march ahead.
It's an honor? No, it's not. You don't know who I am.
Hey Gimpy, have you hydrated lately? If not, you really should.
More stuff for us to acquire. Borrow.
Path leads on.
Just inspecting supplies, making sure everything is here. And of good quality.
I will guide us.
Scroll we didn't know. Awesome glitter dust. Dealwar's tent, Tearblade's tent. Who's this person? Nura. Who's Nura? I don't remember Nura. Oh, storyteller. Now congratulating your victory and acquiring mythical powers capable of casting down the strongest of demons. Page you're looking for from Great Garrison. Blah blah stuff. So, story. Why did elves decide to flee, not fight? Longer story. Mitcher is a mage, then you must be one too. Yes, I'm an archmage, and this title is well deserved. I acquired delicate mastery and succeeded many years of magic. Blah blah stuff. What is Savurian stone? Magnificent crystal bent into an arch by a mighty hand of an ancient divine creator. Our great gate to the other worlds. It breathes power. It dreams of eternity. Why are you angry at your fellow elves? But many hundred years in Kyonin, I have always admired the way my folk cared for those forests that were their home, but the rest of the world seemed to mean nothing to them. Blah blah. What happened next? Stuff. So much stuff. So much reading. I really wish they would have voiced him. That's Earthfall. So this is all his motivation for doing what he does. Tower. Blah. Going next. Don't know. In Pursuit of the Path. This is the whole collect elven pages, or pages, right? I think that's what it is. So much big. What are we gonna do next? What did I screw up? Thank you for your stories. You decided to join the crusade. I've decided not to, I'm afraid. My path and the path of the crusade lead in the same direction, but alas, they are not one and the same. Stuff. Thank you. I don't know more about you.
You are welcome. Now, go kill something.
And you collect stories. Any more questions? Okay. Okay. Good enough? Oh, we didn't actually visit this tent yet. Because I don't remember who this person is. I don't think it's important, but... In this tent, it seems she brought a lot of unnecessary items along with her. Oh, well, I'll have to take care of that. She didn't need any of this stuff. Scroll of Vanish, Protection for Good, Expeditious Retreat, Cure Light Wounds. Okay. Just a tent full of stuff that we may or may not need. Let's go sell the stuff we just picked up. Great axe, don't want that. Mace, no. I didn't pick these guys up. It's regular longswords. Oh, I just realized that Mr. Storyteller didn't let us assemble that belt buckle. I guess that was a time thing. Kind of sucks. Sela. Sela knows how to use a kukri. Interesting. Okay, so she's got the Master Warhammer. I think we'll give her the flail to hold on to. Closet longbow. Yeah. Well, Jeff, do you know what the Queen does to people who keep her waiting? I don't, but I know better than to find out. Haha. Journa. Remember me? Who are you? What are you doing? How damage? Blah blah blah. Healed the wounded. Blah blah blah. We joined the crusade. Don't take it amiss, but no, I haven't. I have my own task. I'm wounded in Chili Creek. Right. Okay, let's go talk to the Queen.
God,
Oh, more stuff. So much stuff. You're so nice to give us all this stuff. I mean, most of it's crap, but still stuff. And there's chests. Nura. Oh, I
let us
remember
press
Nura.
on.
Okay, Queenie, what's up? The Queen greets you with the stare. She has dropped the pompous air with which she had just announced the Fifth Crusade. The face of the ruler of Mendev appears calm and thoughtful. She has made her move and now awaits her opponent's reply.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation. A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Dainik.
She nods to the human man and the young halfling woman standing next to her.
One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are
Hello
going to
everyone.
show those demons.
My name is
I'm
Veronica
so
and welcome to
tired of
Gimpy's
sitting in a
Twitch channel.
library reading books
If
about
you are
history.
enjoying what you are
It's time
watching,
I took
please
part
click
in
the
it.
follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Happy Sunday, Happy New Year.
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
I went to Defender's Heart. I never imagined you'd make me the commander of the new crusade.
Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme, and beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction.
Total accident.
Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
I have some questions about my mission.
Of course. I shall answer.
How did the demons manage to conquer Dresden?
That's a good question. Its walls were built by dwarf craftsmen, and the power of the Sword of Valor protected the city. Alas, where raging hordes failed, a single lying tongue was all they needed to succeed. The demoness Minago convinced a young and ambitious crusader named Staunton Vane that the banner belonged on the battlefield. He went on a daring and unapproved raid, and the banner ended up in the enemy's hands. The city fell soon after. Ever since then, for 7 decades, it has served as a citadel for the forces of the Abyss.
Staunton Vane, I saw him at the Great Garrison. He defected to the demon's side.
Oh, really? I wasn't informed of this. After Dresden fell because of Staunton, he was nearly sentenced to death. He deserved it. In wartime, men are hanged for far less. But you have no idea what a terrible sight it is. A raging crowd of crusaders baying for blood. Never have my fighters looked so much like the demons we are fighting. I commuted Staunton's sentence and stripped him of his rank. Not just for him, but for my army and my country. We are not Hell Knights. We do not maintain discipline with public executions.
Are we winning? Maybe? Welcome back, Jeff. Happy Sunday. Tough choice to understand. You punish him with a life of disgrace and you land level 5 finally broke him. It's just it's sad, but not surprising. You should have stayed the hand of justice. If he had died, he wouldn't have betrayed you again now. More lawful stuff.
Justice was nowhere to be found that day. The army had become a mob, and the tribunal was a prelude to what that mob craved. Bloody carnage. I am the Queen of Mendev, and the leader of the Crusades. Justice served on my behalf cannot look like that.
She says the last phrase with purpose, her eyes ablaze. You're about to start the best written, most well thought out epic side quest in Witcher 3 that you hate, so why are you starting it then? If it's a side quest, you don't have to do it. What forces are at my disposal?
Everyone we saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like to be called. And finally, I have personally selected some recruits from Neurosian. They have little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to prove themselves. I've always thought that an army benefits from at least one such unit. These forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on Dresden. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake Dresden, recover the holy power of the Sword of Valor, and gain a foothold in the region, then new armies will join under your banner. The Fifth Crusade is only beginning. Many battles and victories lie ahead.
Tinking the little bell to find the student. Oh, God. The goat. It's been decades and no one has managed to retake the city. Why do you think we're different?
We have a chance now that we haven't seen in decades. But it's more than that. You created this chance for us by foiling the demon's plans in Canabris. The army who attacked the city came straight from Dresden. Demon hordes from the Abyss are usually encamped there, but many of them perished on the streets of Canabris. We must attack swiftly before they can restore their forces. When the city is free and the Sword of Valor appears before our soldiers, they won't be sending in any more reinforcements. Demons cannot teleport into an area protected by the banner of the goddess.
What about long-term goals? Do you know how to get rid of the Whirlwind forever?
Now you are talking like a real knight commander. However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demon's way. There are a few planar rifts leading to the Abyss across the territory we call the World Wound. The best specialists we could find have tried to close them on separate occasions, with no success, as you may have guessed. The World Wound is more than just a chain of portals to the Abyss. We do not understand its nature yet. The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis, and a rather well-grounded one, that we must begin at the source of the problem, the place where the World Wound was opened.
Good idea.
The main rift lies through the city of Iz and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands of Socorus. We have never managed to fight our way so far and gain a foothold to allow the mages to explore the origins of the World Wound. So, the next step, after you succeed in Dresden, is an offensive push deeper into the World Wound, with the aim of reaching Threshold, the very threshold of the Abyss.
I have no more questions.
Wonderful.
Except for this one. Did you know that the souls of angels from heaven are confined in the Ward Stone?
I had guessed as much.
Technically, that's a
Many
question.
angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Canobris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomede easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works.
Hey, Ring. Welcome back. Happy Sunday. Happy New Year.
Nevertheless, I am pleased that you solved the mystery of the wardstone in Canobris and were able to save this gift of Iomede. It was a deed worthy of a knight commander of the Fifth Crusade.
The Queen suddenly inclines her head to solemn acknowledgement of your service. Huh? You know, I should have received an unusual gift. You should know I received an unusual gift in caves beneath Canabras. In a vision, I saw the death of an angel called Lariel. Somehow he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven.
Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared shortly before the world wound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. Even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on this special mission. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again?
What are you going to do? Technically, another question.
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
Sure, and technically we are off the Aeon mythic path because of the decision made earlier. The Queen, I'd ask you to remain with us. The Dresden campaign is the hope of the Crusade, blah blah stuff.
I hear? A polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign? I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev. But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am a warrior queen, and a queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade, but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito.
Jeff, the caps were appropriate because you should have let the bear kill the goat. I mean, you should have.
Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions?
Nope.
Splendid.
Till I do.
Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to. It should be rather enjoyable.
I doubt it.
Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
Yeah, it's either Angel or Azada. I'm trying to go Azada.
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
Ghost's name is Princess. Oh, I thought it was named Angel.
Honor, I suppose.
Rather frivolous gesture for a queen. No, that's a great idea.
I knew you would approve, Commander.
Queen bestows a smile on you, then brings her gaze to rest on Darren once more.
I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post. But I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
No, he's not.
Then let's get going. May Iomade help us.
Okay. Now what? Nevia, what do you got? Okay, so tell me straight. How'd that brawl at the Great Garrison end? I heard the rumors, of course. It's kind of my job, you know, to listen. You've no idea what cobblers the Crusaders say about... You have no idea what cobblers that the Crusaders say about you. Some say that Iomade came to you and anointed you her herald. Others say that you died, and an honest-to-God's angel is now leading the army disguised as you. Still others say it was just an explosion at an alchemist lab, and I'm the one spreading the rumors about your powers. I wish. But you know, you really have changed since the Great Garrison. It's hard to describe, but you've become kinda... She waves her hand, trying to find the word. Charismatic, more stately, smarter, more dangerous. More dangerous? Yeah, exactly. More dangerous. I have a gut instinct about these things. If I didn't, I'd already be dead. You're dangerous, Commander, and by Desna, I hope you're all the... you'll be dangerous to our enemies and not to us, or to yourself. Watch yourself. I don't want to watch myself. Okay, so that's all. We should rest, because we haven't rested yet. So we can do alchemy. We don't have anybody with the feet, though. We should level her up and get the potion thing. Gimpy do scrolls. Yeah, Gimpy can scribe scrolls, we just need the tool to do it. So. Actually, can he do... He can't do potions, though. He can only do scrolls, I think. Yeah, he can only do scrolls. Menio, where'd you go? Okay. We'll have to do potions for us while, you know, whatever. Let's level her up. Level her up for... now we can rest. We don't have to do it right now.
You feel sorry for the cultists. What about the demons? Do you pity them as much as their victims?
How can you not feel sorry for anyone? Is there anyone in this world who isn't suffering?
There's Ember. We're going to miss Ember this run. We'll see her from time to time, but for the most part, she's... Oh. We're all healthy. Menio. Oh, she's a scroll savant. Okay. Intelligence. Because why not? No, she's not insane. I said we're going to miss her. I didn't say she's insane. I said we're going to miss her. Spells for her. Blur. I'm saying she is insane. No, she's not insane. She's just a well-intentioned person, that's all. If that's insane, we should all be insane. Oh, hanging out with an all-undead group. Well, to be fair, eventually she was kind of undead, too. Brew potions for us, please. So Nenio's whole purpose is to make spoils for us. Heroism. She's all illusion, though, isn't she? Okay. So. Ember is insane. Don't forget what she did last round. I'm remembering, but I don't think anything she did was insane. Welcome back, Infertile. Why would you say she's insane? She insulted a demon lord so hard they turned angelic. That's not insanity. That's not insane. That's not insane. That's courageous. I don't see how you think that's insane. Okay, this is everybody we want. And she didn't insult. She didn't insult her. She just encouraged her to be better. That's all she did. She didn't insult anybody. Okay, this is going to be our fearsome army, made up of archers and footmen. Ta-da. Pick out a demon language that is an insult. Doesn't matter. Because they're evil and all that, but it doesn't matter.
It's that time again. Drink some water to keep that brain moist.
Should we have a new... I think this is the guy we took last time, but... Iron Brogwell, or Birdwell. Attack formation, dispersal of forces. Offers your range and cavalry +1 bonus to attack and saving throws. Defensive training. Everybody's to AC. All units that through by through air get an attack and penalty speed. Spellcraft. Cover. Only spend 5% blah blah blah. Dispersal of forces. Yeah, spellcraft. Oh, is that Master of Maneuver? Maximum size by unit. Oh, maybe we'll go this route. Flare. Hunt. All enemy infantry, rangers, cavalry units receive a -1 penalty to AC and saving throws for 3 rounds. It's a siege ability. Can't recommend any general that isn't a spellcaster. I agree. The ranger generals? Which one's the ranger? These guys? Cost 500, have 10. Game, why are you making us poor? What? Oh, I see. It's okay. The ones with the bonus, the maneuver one? This is a nice one. So, what do rangers also get? mean, he's like a magus type person, it looks like, based on his image. We know he's a spellcaster because he was our main general last time. And he just kicked the crap out of everything. So, I mean, especially late in the game, which is the spells he has access to are stupid. But what's so special about the Ranger Catker? You get traps and siege abilities. Siege abilities are once per combat spells, okay? Because that's what the hunt is. Once they're crowded, but there's still effectively spells that you lay on the ground, okay? Aren't these guys technically the same? Have the same shield thing? How come he gets spellcraft, she doesn't? We can always recruit somebody later. Different if this doesn't work out. No? Fine. We don't have the money to do it. Guess we'll worry about a general later? Not sure how that works, but okay. So our first fight. Oh, look, recruit extra people. Let's do our warriors. Get more funds. Yeah, I know. Get more funds. Our first fight of this run. Army fight. Kill the cultists. You don't kill the cultists. Can't gotta get my hand off the stupid keyboard. Keep hitting buttons accidentally. Ow, stop that. Seriously, stop that. How many people did we lose? We lost 3 people because we don't have a general. Having defeated a band of cultists who had driven the captives from Canabras and made the ruins of Alice's gift their temporary base, the commander's army celebrates its first triumph. Unfortunately, the demon worshippers have killed all the citizens and gathered the belongings into a huge pile in the middle of the camp. Look, money. That's our money that we needed, right? Buttons. Look, different generals. Scorching Ray, Spellcraft 1. Offensive training, bonus per heroism. Protection. Yeah, I know they are. I know they are. We'll recruit you. Where did my general go? Ah, there she is. Okay, all set. Dun, dun, dun. Boomerax, you guys need to die. It's gonna affect him. Oh god. Not sure what you lose out, but you can. What? Can the game do this portion automatically on its own? Yes, it can, but it's not recommended. Stop killing my people. Yeah, auto count. Auto wins are never good. You always lose out when you do that stuff. In most games, auto-resolving is not the best way to go. And we got our people back because we actually have a general. Crusaders stumbled upon a group of ragged and exhausted scouts. They had set out on a patrol mission deep into the world womb. But when Canabras was attacked, they found themselves cut off and surrounded by demons. Surviving in such hostile conditions was not easy, but the scouts' spirits remained high and they readily joined the commander's forces. Now look, another army. Having defeated the enemy, the Crusaders scattered across the battlefield in search of trophies. The officers keep an eye on the process so that the valuable trophies go to the treasury and do not end up in the pockets of lucky soldiers. Look, money. Hey. Rangers. Give me some rangers. Dun, dun. So, no more movement. Gimpy and friends. Option for auto battles is the cogwheel menu on the top right. Need that. I don't want to do auto battles, but yeah, I knew it was up there. No, I don't. Not a big fan of auto battles in general, so not too terribly worried. Oh look, choose your own adventure. Okay, magical anomalies are common in the world of Galarian, so common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from rifts in the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all that the whirlwind is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly of travelers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and his army walk up the high bank of the West Selin River, where it draws near the border of the world wound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rise a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges and sickening bends, the shade of mercury on the horizon, rising a dirty rust. As it arches above the soldiers' heads, it regains its familiar azure hue. Soldiers whisper and grumble. The commander feels eyes upon its back. Somewhere among them, wearing simple armor and unrecognized by anyone, the ruler of Mendevs is standing and watching the new commander closely. The commander gives a signal to wait and climbs to the highest point along the bank. Where there he decides to address the soldiers and boost their morale. Oof. Lennox is pretty low there for Mickey. Oh, yeah, I know. Address the soldiers and boost their morale. Oh, look, we failed. What was the roll? Not going to tell us? Oh, there we go. Rolled a 1, of course, because we only needed to roll a 5, so we had to roll a 1. Commander addresses the troops, reminding them of the importance of their mission and their greatest battle lies ahead. But the soldiers do not seem inspired. They knew what they were signing up for, but the psychic burden of knowing their doom ahead and of trusting in a new unfamiliar commander to lead them to it are planes apart. The reluctant army continues on its way. I, as a soldier, step warily beneath the shroud of the low black clouds. It's like the world wound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes one after another. Tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. Confused and disoriented, the soldiers run through the wall of deadly storms. One by one, the elements drag them away into the sky or cast them down the cliffs and into the river. In the first half hour of their tornado attack, the army has already lost several people, and the wounded number in the dozens. The commander struggles to restore order for a time. It is their first encounter with the world wound, and the army has already suffered losses beyond their just soldiers. They have also been sapped of that nebulous yet potent essence that some call morale. Gathering their strength somehow, the army continues to move forward. So, Sunday morning dice has screwed us over already. Somehow. Don't really lose out on anything because you can still just choose to play the battle out yourself. For the auto-join stuff, yeah, it's easier just to leave it off though, I think. Now we don't have to worry about it. Oh. Yes, we will rest. Gimpy is the scroll person. But we don't have the stuff. What do we? Yeah, we don't have the scroll kit to make scrolls, so we have to buy one of those eventually. Everybody's in the right spot though, right? Yes. Yeah, we're good. Hey, Hobo. Welcome back. Happy Sunday. Happy New Year.
Did not fall. It will survive this and be rebuilt. Better than before.
How are the dice rolls? Well, we rolled a 1 that we probably shouldn't have rolled a 1 on. Just a few minutes ago. Just a minute ago it happened. So the answer is crappy, because we actually haven't had a whole lot of... I think that was actually our first real dice roll, I think. So yeah, so it's normal. Yes, very normal. So normal.
This is my path.
Yeah, is this? No, this isn't a...
Is that a trap?
Could be. Or not. Hey. We're finally here. Ellen and Carl must be around here somewhere. And Jana, too, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Of course, now our camera's all in the weird spot. Greetings, Elan. Greetings to you, Knight Commander. So Elan puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Jana puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Elan is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple of nobodies like us, but now you've turned into the saviors of Canabras, Knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Aomede's blessing, and you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Sela frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you, I'm the same Sela, your friend from the League of the Cart, and we came here to help you look for Elan's ring. By the way, where's Carl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. All right, my friends. Since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. What does the ring look like, and where should we look for it? Last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in my traveling chest. Now the camp is in total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring is made of a shiny silver metal with a deep blue-green jewel. Can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, but an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. Is there something wrong, Elan? Am I making you nervous? The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologize. Janet is right. Much has changed since we met in Canabras. Some things for the better, some not at all. He stops short, apparently unwilling to elaborate. All right, off we go. Jared and I will look around the northern side. We'll see when we find something. Blah, blah, blah stuff. Okay. Look, did we find it? No. Rest. Is there?
I appreciate privacy.
Let us not hesitate.
More mass. Okay, so
The
sit
world
there.
is full of wonder.
Dun, 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 dun.
Never a dull moment.
It should be fine, right? I'm sure we're fine. Okay.
There's something over there.
There's a deer over there.
What's that?
More stuff we don't really need.
The deed is done.
Torn flag of the Hound Hearts, a small but noble order of crusaders. Look like they're missing. No shard of ring. Stuff. Junk. Uh-oh.
Hey, bag
Closet.
of water, stretch your legs. You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
Yeah. Small closet demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It is holding a shiny object in its paws, a sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green jewel. It's mine. Elan, look at that creepy thing. What is it holding? I've seen one of those before. They're small demons like to tease and bully, but it'll bolt if it's sense any real threat. Let's surround it and attack all together before we can figure out what's happening. Or not. Mine, the Quasit throws its paws in the air and splashes you with beams of color. You hear insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring into the air and catching it. Mine. Elan, Jenna, she glances at her friends, then turns to you. They're all right. They'll come around soon. Quickly. Let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring. And too late.
We march ahead. I am here all week.
Mine, the ring is mine. You can't catch me, silly weak half-elf. Come and get me, you're too slow. It's fun to play. You know, if we could just shoot him, this would be a really quick fight. Oh look, invisible people. Curl. Before Elan manages to get to the closet, the halfling Curl appears right next to it, quite out of nowhere. He snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it. Curl, what are you? Sela, thrusting herself between Elan and Kurl, Sela barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Elan, stop. Have you gone mad? He's using a summoning spell. Why did you stop? Some lovely prey has just stepped into my trap. No, Elan. Sela, help. Damn it. I didn't sign up for this. Get ready, we're on our own now. Were we ever not? Ow. Oh, Mickey, kill the closet.
I got this.
See? If we had done that from the very beginning, this wouldn't have happened. Ow. Rocket. Here, this one misses attacks. Hopefully. Barely Evan, get that out of the way.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Gimpy, get away from there. Oh yeah, mirror image. Ow. Snake attacks, so... So, concealment chance, he said screw you. Get him anyway. Did it again. And so, whatever. Scout. Oh, look, lightning bolts. The problem is that's going to hit rocket. Yeah. That won't. Oh, they're demons, though. They're going to resist that. Forget she doesn't have the ability to get through them yet. Look, you can be blind. Saving throw success, bite me. Veronica, take a step back. Do the slick portion of the program. He didn't need to stand up, so we're good. Mickey.
Damn you!
Awesome dice rolls. Happy Sunday.
No glory without risk!
Gimpy. Gimpy. Scorching Ray. Might hit with this. Let's boost it up, see if it hits. Reduced. Because fire resistance, that's why. That's right, he's no Ember yet. Scout. Less? Okay, Veronica. Blast him with water.
Forwards!
Oh, she's using rack. We don't want to use rack.
Are you still here?
Uh-oh. Okay, Sela. Do smite evil.
The light take you!
He's got a 1 hit at least. Gimpy. Magic missiles. So, soup up with magic missiles. Still didn't kill it. So close. Move away. Scout. Shoot that one in the back.
Away, you rascal!
I guess you don't need to have this on anymore. Right now, at least. Veronica. Gimpy should be able to kill that next turn.
We won't falter.
And look, it died.
Good guys always win.
Didn't realize Nikki was that close. Oh, look, Mud. This isn't the best.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Do not hold back.
Your time is over.
Strike with all your might.
What?
A New Year's cheer for that windy fellow hurricane.
Hey, totally welcome back. Happy New Year. Thank you for the cheer. That windy fellow hurricane. He's not here, though.
I got this.
Oh, come on. Can you just kill him? I think you might just have tripped him.
Into the fray!
There we go. Okay, Elan, what were you doing? You nearly cut down Curl without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all of this. He might be a victim himself. What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small harmless demons, so he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels, he scoffs. We barely knew anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. And I will never know because you let him escape. Better to let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. Elan thinks Sela was defending someone she thought was her friend, and she stopped you from doing something you might regret. You two need to calm down. You both right in your own way, and anyway, what's been done can't be undone. So you're willing to let a traitor bring demons down on our heads just to keep your conscience clean? Get serious, Sela. Yeah, we'll go the good route. I don't need a shepherd to light my path and save me from regrets. Can you say the same, Sela? Or you, Commander? You clearly have something to say. Go ahead then, spit it out. Sela, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Great Garrison, you're in serious danger, and maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them, and that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer, a knight begins as a squire. Even Iomede's paladins gain their abilities gradually. But not with you and the commander. You were granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins with experience and skill far beyond your years. You received this gift at just the right moment and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything. Training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly. And how much good has this brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way that you, Sela, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. He pauses, as if reluctant to continue, then looks you in the eye. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. You're right to an extent, Elan, but I didn't choose my loot. my lot, and I'm just trying to fulfill my duty as best as I can. The knight lowers his head. I apologize for my harsh words. I said it to Sela, and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing, and the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to danger here. Now at least we know that Kurl is a traitor and Janna is a coward ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Gianna won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her. He makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away. Sela watches as he leaves. Her expressive eyes are filled with sadness. Everything's become very complicated all of a sudden. Please, let's go back, and I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. Look, we're all standing in the mud.
We should move.
And by standing in the mud, I mean rolling in it. Ground is trampled down, signs of battle everywhere. The hound hearts were clearly attacked by demons here. Stuff. I think it's a lock.
A waste of my time.
Come on, Rocket, you can do that.
Ah, I managed it.
I guess I should say. Hat of Heartening Song. This hat uses songs, so we don't know the songs. Tent is different from the rest. There's a strong burnt smell around it and a rustling sound coming from within. It's been cut open from the inside. Stuff.
Our path leads on.
No time for idling.
Oh.
Don't know? Don't care.
Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos.
Is there trouble?
He's down, what, 12? That one.
Magritium Turinos.
Oh yeah, the rustling of stuff coming from within the tent. Wonder what that could be. Burnt smells. No?
Do not waver.
They are boomerangs. How come they look so tiny?
Damn you!
Get him, Rocket.
I'll split you in half.
Rocket and his deadly little daggers.
The light. Take you.
Jeez.
Strike as one.
Way, blast him with water.
Do it.
Ow. That didn't work that hurt that much because of the reduction thing.
You offend me.
Yay, Scout can't roll over a 9.
Are you still here?
There we go. Grab your long swords. Okay.
I tire of waiting.
I will guide us.
We didn't adventure or look at everything, did we? Smell it in the water. Do that. Oh, we bent to this, hadn't we? Game mobility roll, where were you? There we go.
I can't do it.
You mean can't do
I
it?
Finished.
Divine Protector. Sela. So Metro Enhancement, so it's +2. You're fine. Okay, so this is better shield. Looks better too.
Godspeed.
Okay. So it looks like we've been everywhere. Should we hunt the deer? See if we find anything laying on the ground. Doesn't look like we will.
We march ahead.
Off we go. Oh, a ring. Okay, so that way. Why are you moving so slow? Mickey's and we're fatigued. Commander been solved. Let's go this way first. Nightingale Grove. Or a random encounter.
I appreciate privacy.
Me too.
Hello, Gimpy. It is time to take a break.
Okay, just a
Go
second.
check on the dogs.
Just a second.
Help where I can.
Your next break is in 2 hours.
A simple smile goes a long way.
It does.
Magritium Turinos.
I prefer the company of me, myself, and I. Friendship's overrated anyway.
Okay, so now that we're buffed up, I'm going to take a quick break. Need to get my water and that kind of stuff, and we also need to do a scout report for today. So let me get that started before I go. And so if you're not familiar, Scout is a cat that lives here in our complex. She is not our cat. She does have a home. She's not a stray. However, she adopted Mrs. Gimpy about 3.5 years ago now. As a result, she shows up on our porch inside our condo on a regular basis looking for food. And Mrs. Gimpy is more than happy to provide that to her. So, every day at approximately this time, we make a prediction. Has Scout been seen in the past 24 hours or not? It's all for fun. And yeah, anyway, we'll find out the results here in roughly 5 minutes after we get back from break. And thank you all very much for watching. We'll be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video.